Hi, I'm Kate and this is Chris, and today in our masterclass we are going to do 5 lunge variations. So the first one, we will do that front lunge. So Chris, if you want to stand shoulder width apart for me, and in that right leg I want you to bring that forward with your heel down first and then lunging that back leg right to the floor, and you want to be touching that back knee onto the floor like it's a piece of glass, so you don't want to smash it. Bring that leg back up and pushing through your hamstring and quad, and then just swap legs again and do a few reps for me. Thank you. So a few people do make that mistake of leaning a little bit too more forward. So just to keep that stability, make sure your back is nice and straight. And then some people tend to, like Chris is doing here, tend to just don't do that full rep. So you want to make sure that knee does touch the floor for that full rep and then bring it back up again. So our next lunge variation is our curtsy lunge. So firstly we want to make sure our feet are both pointed forward, and Chris is going to take that right leg in a diagonal position backwards. Just bring that back for me, and again that knee is going to touch the floor, keeping that torso nice and upright, and then bringing it back up and reversing that other leg. So to get that stability you can pop your hands on your hips for me, Chris, and then pop that other one back as well. And again, crossing it over at the back, toes pointed forward every time. Some people do make the mistake of not making that wider stance and dropping that knee, and then you won't be able to drop that fully to the floor. Like that. So the next lunge variation is a lateral lunge. Some people call these side lunges. So firstly, we're going to start on that right leg. So the left leg and foot is going to be forwards, and that right leg is going to go completely out to the side, if you want to do that for me, Chris. And that toe is completely following the line of that knee. The knee is going over the toe, that's absolutely fine, and you can push back up. This is going to work the inner thigh and more of the glute. So again, go on this side. Can you see his knee is going completely over? That's fine. His torso is nice and up straight, and his toe is going in line with his knee every time. And some mistakes people make on these side lunges is some people tend to not bend that knee. So the one that you're actually lunging into, make sure you bend your knee fully so that knee goes over the toe and you're getting that full stretch in that inner leg. Another one people tend to make is they don't actually lunge enough. So you're meant to make sure you have that big enough space so you can get that wider stretch in that inner thigh. So next up we have the elevated back lunge. So firstly we're going to pop one foot onto the box. I normally say the shoelace onto the box as a little reference. And we're going to take a big leap forward. So you can pop them hands on your hips for a little bit more stability. And we're going to drive that back knee all the way down. It doesn't have to touch the ground. And that front knee can go slightly over that toe. So now if you want to bring this front leg a little bit closer to the back leg, and it's going to be a lot more quad focused. Again, just repeat that for me. Again, that knee doesn't need to touch the floor at all, and this knee can go over the toe, it's absolutely fine. And you can lean forward ever so slightly just for a bit more stability. And last up we have our jump lunges. So firstly, we're just going to sink into that lunge position. You're going to jump up in the middle and you're going to switch them legs over each time, keeping them reps going. Making sure you're landing on that middle part of your foot. You can lean forward for that little bit more stability. To make it a little bit more difficult, you can jump higher. Thanks, Chris. Or to make it a little bit easier, if they're a bit tough, you can just start doing them reverse lunges, but add that faster pace into it this time, like that. So I hope you enjoyed the lunge variation video. So if you did, please like and subscribe.